Hello, we are back. It is 4:34 Arizona time. People are starting to come back. Oh, look at the cute little doggies. Look at the beautiful flowers. I wish you guys could see what it smells like over here. Hi everybody, thanks for joining. Now I had to take a break to charge up and all that. Still didn't find anywhere in the bathroom. And I am in the dust. I need a lot of water. As you can imagine what that is doing to me. The flowers are increasing. It just looks amazing, honestly. And right now I'm just waiting for, I don't know if you guys are familiar with 857 Tucson. He's pretty prevalent over here in this area. Obviously, that's their area code. And he covers a lot of the stories over here and any news cases and stuff like that. And obviously, he's been covering this case. So I've been connecting with him and we met up, or we have chatted and all that. So we're going to meet up when he arrives here. And then I'm going to ask him about all of that stuff with the search and what his experience is being local and stuff like that. If he's been a part of any searches, if he has, what do they use? Are they using horses because of the mountains? I mean, you guys can see these hilltops. I can't really see like bloodhounds being able to climb up to that peak, but a horse, yeah, I can. So I don't know. If you guys can think of any other questions, I don't know, send them our way and we can go from there. But for now, I'm just gonna kind of keep this over here because I do have a little bit more bars over here. Or I did before, I don't know. More, hi, how are you? Beautiful dog. So I did have more bars, but more MSM has shown up, so I don't know what that's gonna do to, how it's gonna screw me up. Are starting to show up too. So like you see those things right there, like that's what they're using to take all the internet away. Girl, let me sign in. Damn. There's really no updates. See the row of cars, more people parking, showing up. I guess around 5, so in like 20 minutes, things start to amp up because, you know, local news, they have all their 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock news updates and stuff that they report on. So it starts to increase during then. Oops, didn't mean to leave it there. Let me see if I move it back and forth, if I get that second bar to come back to me. Okay, still don't have it, still don't have it. I'm trying to remember where I had it before. Right. Oh, actually, I marked it with a rock. And where's the rock? Okay, let's see. Let me stand here and see if I can catch it. I don't mean to be looking at this car, it's just I'm trying to catch that second bar. I mean, there's some people that are here just to see what's going on. I met some really nice gentlemen earlier. They were like older, I would say late 60s, and they drove here, they said like an hour from here, and they said they're brothers, and they were just curious, you know, curiosity got to them and they wanted to see what it was like. I did record a good amount of the conversation with them on my secondary phone, and it was pretty intriguing. I have some pictures, but anyway, one thing that kind of stuck out for me was they said they have an aunt that is 104 years old, and she lives in Florida somewhere. I can't remember. They mentioned it, but they said they have suggested she lives by herself in a house similar size as Nancy's over here, and they have heard about her, well, you know, because of that. I mean, she's got 20 years on Nancy. And they said, you consider getting one of those life alerts necklace, you know, around your, you know, a necklace obviously around her neck. If something happens, you just press a button. And she said, and we chuckled all, and they said, so you're 20 years younger, maybe Nancy really held on to her independence, so, you know, that could have something to be said there. And yeah, it's true, especially, you know, with that, everybody's story has some meaning here somewhere, maybe, I don't know. And just the fact that this woman at 104 lives by her in a house very similar, but they did say she is very well secured over there. She has floodlights everywhere. She has all cameras up to date and subscription. Everybody chips in to help if it's needed. She really doesn't, but never would they let anything go without, you know, they would never let even, you know, 15 days go without a payment. Like, everybody's paying attention and looking out for 104-year-old over there in Florida. So maybe that's the difference. But maybe if Nancy got to 104, they would make sure that all of her scripts were, or subscriptions, sorry, not prescriptions, were up to date. I don't know. We don't know. It's too late to surmise that, isn't it? Guess we should have been asking those questions around January 20th or January 30th. And so I did pick up that second bar while I was standing when I see Nani moving, but no, man, I don't know. It's maybe the lower streaming speed I can turn it down to so it's not requiring so much. But let me try to turn it and move it. I'll go back to my rock here and see if that makes a difference. I mean, you see the lengths that these people gotta go just to get their, oh, I got a second bar, to get theirs, right? To get their internet working. But that's their whole setup too. Like, I ain't got that. I got a tripod from Walmart and a phone from AT&T, so. mailman came through earlier and delivered mail to Nancy. I know that that's been talked about before, that she is still receiving mail, but I mean, everybody gets newspapers and circulars and, you know, what's for sale at Kroger's and Ross's and TJ Maxx's and all that stuff. So I don't think that's a lot to read into. We don't know. We don't know. I'm not going to open it. I'm not going to open it. Her driveway. And I thought pictures of her doorstep and all that on the other phone, but I don't see them. Take really good on that to go, and I'll put them in that group so you guys can see. If Chloe or Heather or any of my members of that group, or I forget the name in a group for other people to join, and then put the pictures in there, or I'll send them to somebody to put them in when I figure that out, because I'll have to go through the video. And then the sheriff came over and said, "Go." I said, "I'm not." He said, "Scram." I said, "I didn't do nothing. It wasn't me. It was these guys, David and Dennis." So yeah, that's really all that's going on. People are just gearing up for all of their 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock news. I can already feel my throat. God, getting for me to choose. I'm mood, and I did not succeed with just kind of. I'm gonna go get my sweatshirt. I'm gonna go talk with JLR, and I'll bring you guys over there. Okay? Hey, not everybody get all. Alright, well, JLR thinks that, or he says that he has 3 bars over there, so let's see if I can get the thing. Let's go on a field. I just hit guys, I hit Nancy's flowers. There's the house. There's the sheriff yelled at me. And here we are. There's the house. See that, but I'm gonna show up. But something I wanted to point out too. How did the perp not know that things like this were gonna be in the way, like that tree branch, that they were gonna trip over it? You know? Like, how did they know that it was just gonna be a clear path? Look at all that. Like, okay, I'm gonna go see how it goes there with my bars. I can't see where it's pointed because the sun's in my eyeballs. I'll change it once these women are done. Change it once these women are done speaking. Okay, how about that? And then you guys can get some. Change it once these women are done speaking. Okay, how about that? And then you guys can get some. Change it once these women are done speaking. Okay, how about that? And then you guys can get some. Change it once these women are done speaking. Okay, how about that? And then you guys can get some. Change it once these women are done speaking. Okay, how about that? And then you guys can get some. Change it once these women are done speaking. Okay, how about that? And then you guys can get some. Change it once these women are done speaking. Okay, how about that? And then you guys can get some.
I'm sure some people in my chat probably been affected by crime. It's over there.
Seriously, no bar. Wait,
Yeah,
So if we drive up this way, we have to just turn around.
How bad is that?
drive up, go to the stop sign, make a left.
How bad is the
It's got the
reception
orange
right
road
here?
Over there. Probably the best way.
Really nice talking with you.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank
Be
you.
safe. God bless you guys.
God bless you. God bless Nancy.
God bless you.
Bye, ladies. Be safe. Yeah, I've got one bar here. It's giving me nothing. So are you organizing that search tomorrow?
I am not.
You just posted it.
Uh,
You have no idea about it. Your name's just attached to it.
I'm not. I have nothing to do with that. I mean, I'm just documenting. It's an individual that his name is Alex, and he's just getting people out there, and they're going to do a search tomorrow. And he doesn't know how many you're going to show. He says maybe it's 20. It's not technically an organized short search. They're just going to go around, search the roads, and bring awareness to Nancy.
And he didn't talk to anybody in the sheriff's department or anything?
I don't think so.
Did you hear about that with the Madres?
Yeah, but I think that was more centered about searching on private property.
It was.
I don't think anyone is prohibited of walking down the road in a group of people searching on public land or inside the roads on the easements. I don't think you don't need a permit for that. But who knows?
Well, apparently now they want the Madres are saying their search is going to be in Mexico tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Their search is in Mexico.
And if it's not tomorrow at 8 a.m., then the alternative is Wednesday. And they said they went to the sheriff and he just said no, but then I went and asked them the specific questions about that. Are you curious about that? Do you want me to tell you what went down with all that? The sheriff and them and what he said about the searches and why he said no?
What's going on?
Well, because like what they do in Mexico is like they bring excavators out and diggers. Like if they go to a private property, and they dig something, they immediately get the diggers there and start like digging the property. And that's what I want to do here. And I said, who pays for that? And they said, the people. I said, you know how much that cost? They said, yeah, about $800 a day. I said, not here. That's going to cost you $8,000, $10,000 a day. And I said, you think you're going to get donations per day? That much from the people? I go, these people don't want us here.
Doesn't seem like Pima County wants anyone here.
Well, I think it's not, county, I don't think it's I think it's a citizen. That's what they don't want. They don't want it. It's like in Idaho.
Wrapping on the end of the day, folks, JLR Investing says we make the commitment here to be out from set another hour, and we'll continue to see many stock limits.
County, I don't think it's I think it's a citizen. That's what they don't want. They don't want it. It's like in Idaho.
Wrapping on the end of the day, folks, JLR Investing says we make the commitment here to be out from
County, I don't think it's I think it's a citizen. That's what they don't want. They don't want it. County, I don't think it's I think it's a citizen. That's what they don't want. They don't want it. Lakeland, Idaho. Lakeland, Idaho.
Wrapping on the end of the day, folks, JLR Investing says we make the commitment here to be out from and set another hour, and we'll continue to see many stock here at the scene. Or just like not
Drive. And when I talked to the sheriff, or one of the sheriff deputy earlier, they said I can't park over here because it's a private drive. I know everybody else. Not that that's really news, but it's like. Yeah, you are. I got something there. Here. What's your theory on this?
I don't have one.